No official announcement was shared with the public. No schedule was posted on the event calendar, and there was not a single written statement from the agency. But behind the silence that felt thicker, the news of Jimin, who began to schedule his flight plans to Japan, slowly spread and immediately shook the attention of fans around the world. This information does not appear as an empty rumor, but rather as a continuation of a silent series of events involving Taehyung and Jungkook, who were in Japan in a closed atmosphere and away from the spotlight. According to sources close to the internal movement, Jimin did not take this decision suddenly. Flight scheduling has been carefully considered, adjusted to the right time, personal conditions, and emotional situations that are developing between the three. Japan is not just a destination, but a neutral space that has been known to provide peace, privacy, and a safe distance from the almost never-ending pressures of the Korean entertainment industry. Since Taehyung and Jungkook appear to be in Japan, the atmosphere around them feels different. No major promotional activity, no excessive public interaction, only small traces that show both choose life more slowly. Many fans interpret this period as a time of reflection, a moment to breathe after a long phase full of demands. In this context, Jimin's decision to schedule a flight to Japan felt significant, as if he chose to attend not as part of a work agenda, but as someone who is needed personally. Jimin has been known as a figure who is sensitive to changes in the atmosphere around him. He's not the type to wait for things to get worse before acting. When emotional relationship is tested by distance, pressure, or fatigue, Jimin is often the one who gets closer first. So the news that he began to organize his flight schedules led many to believe that this was a step born of concern, not obligation. Communication between Jimin, Taehyung, and Jungkook has reportedly gotten more intense in recent times. Not a light conversation, but a long discussion full of meaning. Not everything can be solved through a short message or video call. There are conversations that require physical presence, direct gaze, and silence between words. Japan, with all its tranquility, seems to have been chosen as the place to allow that to happen. Interestingly, there was no firm denial from any party regarding the news of Jimin's flight scheduling. This silence actually reinforces the suspicion that the information does have a basis. In an entertainment world that is usually quick to respond to rumors, silence is often a signal that something is indeed going on. Jimin's every move is now observed more closely, from changes in routine to his increasingly distant attitude from the public spotlight. A lot of speculation has sprung up. Some suspect these meetings are related to secret creative projects, future discussions, or collaborations that have not yet been announced. Yet others feel that it all oversimplifies the situation. For them, it's not about work or strategy, but rather about three humans who have shared a long journey, who may now need a safe space to speak honestly without the pressure of the world's expectations. If this flight plan is truly realized, then Jimin's meeting with Taehyung and Jungkook in Japan will be an emotional moment. Not because of the glamour or the sensation, but because of the meaning behind the decision. At a time when many people demand quick answers, they instead choose a quiet and closed process. Fans in different parts of the world felt a strange but warm tension. There is a sense of anxiety, there is hope, and there is a belief that no matter what happens behind the scenes, this meeting is done with good intentions. Jimin did not come as a savior, and Taehyung and Jungkook are not the ones who need to be saved. They met as best friends, as colleagues who had gone through too much to deal with alone. In the end, Jimin's plan to schedule a flight to Japan wasn't just travel news. It is a symbol of the choice to be present, to draw near, and to put relationships above all else. The world may not immediately know what they're talking about, what they're deciding, or how they are feeling. But it is from that silence that something greater is often born, slowly, honestly, and without the need to announce that Jimin's decision to go further by scheduling the flight slowly formed an emotional wave that was felt even without a single word being officially spoken. Behind the scenes, many believe that this is the point at which distance can no longer be allowed to speak for itself. There are things that are too important to postpone, too sensitive to give up on time alone. And Jimin, in his calm but firm manner, chose to attend in their closest circles. Japan is seen as a place that allows uninterrupted honesty. There is no obligation to look strong. There are no demands to always look good. There, Taehyung and Jungkook have preemptively created a slow rhythm, as if signaling that they're ready to talk, if the right person comes along. Jimin's flight schedule was read as an answer to that signal. Many longtime fans felt an emotional deja vu. They recalled the times when BTS faced great pressure and how togetherness has always been a saving foundation. The difference is that this time, everything happened without a big spotlight, without a heroic narrative. It is precisely in that silence the meaning feels deeper. No one is trying to prove anything to the world. There is only a desire to understand each other. Interestingly, none of the three showed any sign of wanting to take advantage of this situation for the benefit of the publication. No excessive code, no ambiguous uploads that deliberately provoke attention. This attitude led many to believe that the meeting was truly personal, something that rarely happens in their world, but that's precisely why it feels so important that on social media, fan reactions were divided between curiosity and respect. Many want to know what really happened, but not a few choose to make room. There is a collective awareness that not all stories have to be known, that some moments are indeed better preserved by those who experience them firsthand. If Jimin finally arrives in Japan, the moment will probably not be accompanied by photos or big news. It could be that no one knows exactly when they met or where the conversation took place. But the impact may be felt later in the way they speak, in the choices they make, or in the new calm that slowly emerges. This flight plan, in the end, is not about the geographical distance traveled, but rather about the emotional distance that one wants to narrow. Jimin doesn't come with an instant solution, and Taehyung and Jungkook don't wait for a magic answer. They meet as human beings who understand each other that a long journey can only continue if the burden is shared. And in the midst of a constantly fast-moving world, the decision to pause, fly across countries, and sit together in silence feels like the most powerful statement. That behind all the big names in the global spotlight, there are still friendships that are chosen, guarded, and fought for, without needing to be announced, without needing to be explained. The silence that enveloped this plan actually made it feel even more real. No exact time was announced, no details were leaked, but everything seemed to be moving by itself, as if the decision had matured long before the public began to speculate. Jimin, with his ever-thoughtful pace, seems to choose to trust his instincts, that being present in person is what is most needed right now. In Japan, the meeting will probably take place modestly. It doesn't have to be in a fancy place. It doesn't need a special agenda. Enough quiet space, frank conversation, and unhurried time. In such moments, things that have been held back often find their way. And while the world may never know the details, the small changes born of the meeting could have a big impact going forward. In the end, Jimin's flight plan is not just about going to a country, but about choosing proximity over distance, honesty over image, and friendship over demands. A silent decision that probably won't go down as a major event today, but will one day be remembered as the moment when three best friends chose to get closer to each other, just when it was most